So let's go look at the first governors. And you figure there's only 13 colonies, 13 states rather. Wouldn't take a lot of governors to be able to take over the country, you know what I mean? And control each state. So let's look at the first governors. See what their bloodline is. Alright, here's the first governor of Louisiana. King Edward I, Henry III, bunch of Magna Carta signers. Remember, these are all grandfathers they share. All those Magna Carta signers, they're all the same people, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 same grandfathers, the same kings of everything. So that's the first of Wyoming. How about the first governor of Minnesota? Let's see what he says. You got King Henry III. Couple, not a lot. Oh yeah, you do got more. Magna Carta signers, but let's see who bought the 7 kings, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And of course he's cousins to the last 2. How about this one? How about the first governor of Wyoming? Let's see here. We got King Edward I, Henry III, a bunch of Magna Carta signers, all direct descendants. These aren't cousins. These are grandfathers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The same 5 of the 7 kings. The other 2 here are cousins. Here's how about the second governor of Michigan? Let's see what he has. King Edward I, Henry III, the same Magna Carta signers, the same. How many grandfathers do you share with your co-workers? Okay, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How about the second governor of Rhode Island? There's only 2 the Magna Cartas, but the main there's more Magna Cartas. The main thing is these 7 kings. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's missing Louis VI. But he's cousins, like I said. To all the other kings that I mentioned, he's cousins. Okay, well, how about the second and 7th governor of Maryland? Again, King Edward I, Henry III, bunch of Magna Carta signers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the kings. The same kings. They share all these grandfathers. Isn't that interesting? But how about the 3rd and 5th? Both the 3rd and 5th governor of Vermont. Again, a bunch of Magna Carta signers, and Henry III is right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's missing the Louis VI, but again, he is cousins. Just like right here, he's got King Edward I. He's cousins. You know what I mean? They're all. If they ain't direct descendants, then they are cousins to these. See, there's King Edward VIII, Mary Stuart, Elizabeth I. And you know Charles V is, yeah, there's Charles V. They're all cousins if they're not direct descendants, right? Okay. So let's see here. How about this guy? We got the second governor of Massachusetts. Okay. Again, you got a couple Magna Carta signers, but the main thing I want you to see, and there's Henry III or whatever. But I want you to see 1, 2, 3, 4. Of the 7 kings. Louis VI, he's a cousin to, though. I guarantee you if I scroll down here, just like, here it is, Louis VI, he's a cousin. He's first cousins. But I want you to notice, right, that was the first or second, I can't remember what it said. I think it was the second. You say this isn't happening, you know, and I'm showing you people that started America. These are the people that started America. And you can say, well, that was just when they started America. That ain't happening. I got proof. Keep watching the videos and you will see that all the presidents for the last 100 years have all had the same bloodline. You will see the proof. The proof. Okay, so we're going. I can't go to. I'm staying on this one site, famous.com. So I'm not. If I went on every site, I could show you every governor pretty much. You know what I mean? But so we'll go through Massachusetts over the length. I can't show you everyone. You know, it'd take too long. I'm already taking too much time. Everyone's going to be mad I'm doing this. But here's the second. Here's the 5th governor. We're going to do the 2nd and the 5th. This guy isn't that royal. He's got Charlemagne and Alfred the Great. So he only has 2 of the 7 kings. But keep in mind, he's you know, here's John Quincy Adams. He's cousins to all the rest. Okay. How about the 14th and 17th governor of Massachusetts? Again, you got one of the. You only got one of these whatever's. He's only got 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 7 kings. The other 3, though, like Louis VI, he is a cousin Okay? Just like this guy here, he's the 32nd governor of the same Massachusetts. We're just going through Massachusetts now. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's missing Louis VI and the other two, you know, Charles V and Mary Stuart. But you see, he has the same grandparents. They all have, even when they're not that royal, they share like 5 grandparents, you know what I mean? 10 grandparents. Here's some of the Magna Carta people. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, he's missing Louis VI. You can see their cousins when they miss them, you know what I mean? Louis VI is somewhere down here. I'm just not going to waste time scrolling on it. But here's the 50th, so let's go up to more, because I can't show you all of them, but let's go more modern. Again, Charlemagne, Alfred the Great. See, these are the 2 main ones. You have to be a direct descendant to them too, at the very least, okay? At the very least, okay? But he's cousins to the other 5. It's not like he's not related to the other 5 kings. He's related to them. He's just cousins, not a direct descendant. All right, we did the 50th. Let's do the 51st. King Edward I, Henry III, bunch of Magna Carta signers. Oh, and he's got the Louis VI. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the kings. Funny how they share all these grandparents and all the grandparents in between that are all kings of everything. How about this guy? Who's he? Wait. 55th governor. Did what? 51, 52. Now we're 55. Let's see here. Edward I, Henry III, bunch of Magna Carters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the kings. We're almost done here. The 59th. We're on the same. This is Massachusetts still. We're on 59th now. Look at all these Magna Carters, signers, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 7 kings. Louis VI isn't on here, but obviously he is a cousin. Okay, how about the 62nd governor of we're still in Massachusetts, okay? Edward I, Henry III, bunch of Magna Carta signers, and look at the kings now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the kings. Now we will go to 68th governor. This guy's actually familiar. This is modern times. This guy's probably in the Senate right now, probably. Bill Weld, he seems familiar to me. Wow, he's got a lot of grandfathers coming over on the Mayflower. Holy crap. This guy he has to be total big time royal. That many. Edward I, Henry III, bunch of Magna Carta signers. He's got to have all 5 of the kings. He has to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, you can't have that many people coming over on the Great Migration immigration and not be totally royal. I think the boats during the Great Migration immigration, you know, like 1630 to say 1640, somewhere around there. I think all the boats were like 90% royals. I don't even see how they had enough room for anyone that wasn't royal, man. That so many royals came over in that same decade. Because that's what these boats are that we always scroll past. They're all migration immigration people. From the Great Migration immigration. Here's the 70th grandfather now. Edward I, Henry III, bunch of Magna Carta signers. And those are all the same Magna Carta signers. It's not like they're different, you know what I mean? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I share 30 grandparents with all my co-workers. This is all normal. How about the 72nd governor? Now the 72nd. Okay, a couple Magna Cartas, but what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. He's missing the Louis VI, but he's got 4 of the 7. He's cousins to the rest. Okay, now let's go into Virginia, okay, and then I'll be done. I've only got a couple more in Virginia. I'm not going to go through Virginia like I did Massachusetts, because it's just taking too long, man. I have a video series called, what is it? Is the Deep State a Monarchy? Go on there if you want to see. I'm up to 1,000 people right now, okay? I'm up to 1,000 people in government that has this bloodline, okay? And every time I think I'm done, it just keeps more and more and more and more and more. And I'm like, this guy isn't, you know, he's not royal. And then I go onto another site, a genealogy site, and there it is. He's royal. Okay, so this is the Lieutenant Governor of Virginia, okay? King Edward I, Henry III, bunch of Magna Carters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 7 kings, okay? But what I want you to notice, right, he's a lieutenant governor of the state of Virginia, but he started out as the governor, okay? We're going to go to Wikipedia here under his name, Alexander Spotswood. Arrival at the colony, okay? This is back before he was lieutenant governor. After 10 weeks of good navigation, the convoy arrived in Virginia and landed at Hampton Roads. 3 days later, Spotswood was in Williamsburg, the capital of the colony. Okay, this is before the United States, where he was sworn in as governor in the newly built capital. The Virginians gave him an enthusiastic welcome. Okay, now this is a guy, right? We just seen he's royal. He just got to the Americas, right? He takes 10 weeks to just to get to this, this spot in Virginia or whatever, and within 3 days he is sworn in as governor of the colony called where's he at? Virginia. Yeah, really? Come on, man. And then what happens, I can't show you all of them. We're just going to do a couple here because this is getting ridiculous now. If you can't see it, if you still can't see it, then you're a moron, okay? Here, now this is when it becomes a state. Now that was, and if I go to all these colonies and I see who was the governor before they became a state, it's always the royals. It's always the same royal bloodline. Come on. Edward I, Henry III, bunch of Magna Cartas, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the first governor, okay, after the first governor of the colony, and he's the 6th governor, okay, that's why I picked him, he's twice. 9th governor of Virginia, Edward I, Henry III, a bunch of Magna Carta signers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the kings. That was 9th, here's 10th. Now, this guy isn't that royal, but he's still royal. He's got one of the Magna Cartas. He's got 1, 2, 3 of the 7 kings. But he's a cousin to the rest of them. He's a cousin. And then let's go even more into modern times, the 40th governor of Virginia. You know what I mean? King Edward I, Henry III, bunch of Magna Carta signers, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 7 kings. Okay? I can't be more clear. I mean, come on, man. Everybody who started our country had the same bloodlines. Not just one bloodline, like four of the same bloodlines that lead to the same 7 grandfathers, the same kings, and they're the kings that either are the first kings of everything or they lead to the first kings of everything. Really? And by everything, I mean first world countries that have power. Not Greece, okay? Talking about real first world countries, that are first world and that have power. Yeah. This is what happened in Canada, happened in the UK, happens in the United States, France, all of them. They all got Ireland. Yeah. The bloodline continues. Who started our country, right? And you notice how they all have King Edward I, they all, Henry III, and about 12 Magna Carta signers. Okay, Magna Carta would be like our Constitution in England. All the Magna Carta signers that share these grandparents. Okay, that's if they have 12 of the Magna Carta signers and they have King Edward I and Edward I and Henry III. That's like what, 14 grandparents they share? Like, come on, right there. But what I want you to see is the main thing is that they're related to the 7 kings: Charlemagne, Alfred the Great, Louis VI, Robert I, William the Conqueror, and then to a lesser degree, Mary Stuart, Queen Mary Stuart, and Charles V. They're usually the first 5 I mentioned. They're direct descendants to them. These people, they have 20,000 grandparents that they share. The whole government shares the same grandparents. They happen to be the same 7 kings that either are the first kings of everything or lead to the first kings of everything. And when I mean everything, I'm talking about first world countries. I'm talking about worst first world countries